what we're seeing is that mountaintop removal can be that poster child that brings about change, because it shows the ugly, dirty truth about coal. And the truth is, clean coal's a dirty lie. If you can't dig it clean, you can't burn it clean, and they really can't burn it clean either. What we know in the cradle part of mining for coal is that it kills. Coal is killing people. Not only our miners, but it's killing people that live in the communities. People that live below those 3.5 million pounds of explosives daily are subjected to ammonium nitrate, are subjected to the silica and the coal dust and the other heavy metals that are exposed. But the coal companies like to tell us, well, you know, we're bringing prosperity to Appalachia. Without us, Appalachia wouldn't have any prosperity. Well, heck, they've been mining coal for over 140 years in Appalachia, in the Coal River Valley where I'm at. And I have one question for the coal industry. Where's the prosperity? We're the poorest state in the nation. Show me the prosperity. I've looked everywhere for it. Now, I'm a coal miner's daughter and granddaughter, and my family has been in the Coal River Valley where I live at for over 10 generations. And if coal was going to bring prosperity to West Virginia and Eastern Kentucky, it would have done so by now. We live in a war zone in Appalachia, in coal-producing areas. They're using over 3.5 million pounds of explosives a day just to blow up our mountains. And when they're blowing up those mountains to expose the coal seams, they're also blowing up our homes. They're damaging and covering up and poisoning our water as well. They're causing flood zones. They're destroying our health. We've had a lot of residents from the coal fields in the coal producing areas have complained about serious health problems. We've complained about breathing problems, and they tell us, oh, it's your lifestyle. Damn right it's our lifestyle. It's because we live near blasting and chemicals and coal mining that's causing the poisoning of our water. What we found is actually Dr. Hendricks from West Virginia University actually took what the residents were saying about their health problems and about their water problems and conducted a study. And in this study, what he found out was that high illness and death rates in the coal field was connected directly to where they live at and to the mining that's around them. What he also found out is that if you live in the area where surface mining is at, mountaintop removal, sludge dams, and preparation plants, that the illness and death rates were even higher. What he found is that a woman that lives near a coal mining operation is losing 10 years off her life. Not the coal miner, but a woman that just lives in coal producing areas.
We have over 3.5 million acres destroyed in Appalachia. Less than 5% that they've ever done anything with. They're not going to do anything with this destroyed land because it costs something like $3 million an acre to develop it or to reclaim it. I have a friend, his name's Ken Heckler. He says, reclaiming, reclamation, for instance, is like putting lipstick on a corpse. Still just as dead. Doesn't look any better, it's still dead.
Massive. They're the #1 country that's destroying our homelands. They are directly responsible for what's happening in our communities and why our communities are being depopulated. You've seen us fight for Marsh Fork Elementary School. These elementary school kids has got a 2.8 billion gallon sludge pond hanging over top of it. And not only that, they're breathing all this dust from this prep plant that you see sitting right beside the school. After the coal is mined, is a cleaning process. And what they do, they send the coal to the preparation plant after it's been mined, and they wash it with all these chemicals, nasty chemicals. And what it does, it separates the coal from the rock, the clays, the heavy metals, and all this stuff sinks to the bottom while the coal floats to the top. But they have to do something with the waste. And it takes 95 gallons of water to clean 1 ton of coal. So what they do is they go up into a valley and they'll build a dam, a man-made dam, and they'll put this stuff in behind this dam. One Marshbrook Elementary School has 2.8 billion gallons. To give you an idea of how much slurry is in behind these impoundments is, in 1972, there was a impoundment that broke in Buffalo Creek in Logan County, West Virginia, in 1972, and it had 300 million gallons. And the ones we're talking about has billions of gallons. But when that one broke, it killed 125 people. It injured 1,000 and left 4,000 people homeless. That's the destruction when these things break. There's no way you can get out of it. You can't get out of the path. You can't run fast enough to get away from it. So that's what we're living with every day along Coal River. As these ponds, these impoundments fill up, our state Department of Environmental Protection Agency allow these coal companies to inject this stuff into old underground mines. That's where they store this stuff. As the pond fills up, they inject it, fill our hills full of billions of gallons of slurry. And y'all have seen the TVA spill, you know, which is practically the same thing. You know, it has the heavy metals, the arsenic, the selenium, the cadmium, barium, all this toxic stuff. And those people down there will never get that cleaned up. No matter what they say, TVA cannot clean that up. Once this stuff leaches out, it migrates and gets into the ground. You will never be able to clean that stuff up. 90% of rural West Virginia is on well water. I mean, we had the best water that you could find anywhere coming from these mountain streams. And they've contaminated every bit of it. And these people that were on well water, now you can go into their house and you turn their spigots on and it looks like coffee coming out. It's full of heavy metals.